God forgive me. There are whole bunches of dimwits out there. Like, I get so irritated because there's dimwits like this. So, WFMZ, which is a Lehigh Valley, Pennsylvania news station that's local, had posted an article about giant food stores donating 11,000 and some dollars to Allentown School District during the summer to feed kids lunch. Comments like Allentown always gets the free handouts, ha 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 ha. Or comments like, when I was a kid growing up, if I went to school without lunch, I didn't eat. Pack your lunch. Why the free handouts? I'm gonna post my response to these people, show you it, and then please come back because I have information for you. This is my first comment. Do you guys not understand? Would you like to round the nearest dollar to feed hungry kids? Some of these kids only eat at school, and if they're off in the summer, they need to eat, hence Hungry Child donation. I'm glad the donations are actually going to it. So thank you, Giant. This dude comments, if I forget my lunch money, I didn't eat. Why free handouts? Pack your lunch. They're freaking kids, dude. They're freaking kids. Are you kidding me? So then this girl comes up and says, they're used to free handouts in Allentown. So I write up and I said, I was a statistic on housing, food stamps, welfare. The free handouts got me somewhere at 16, raising 2 siblings and a disabled mom. Turned 18, worked and went to school full time. Decided to go from college to trade school, which I paid for. Bought a house, a car, and took my mom off the system. So there are people out there like me who are appreciated, and I'm a testimony that good things happen from these free handouts. Yeah, so like seriously. Then I go on to tell her, but what y'all don't understand is that once you're in a life like that, they make it hard for kids to work because housing will take from under 18. You make 100 a week, takes to 80, then housing takes 30%. You're left with $50. It's a trap. There's programs for parents for kids, but no one educates them. Instead of judging them, maybe start promoting them to help. Some are there because they had rough childhood, rape, abuse, actually disabled, runaways from domestic violence, and so on. So for a comment, they're used to free handouts, show what kind of person you are. And I don't know how your life was or how it ever went through, but I pray you are blessed and you'll open your eyes one day and maybe your day might just go as pleasant as you are. Then I commented that whole same thing to the girl, to that guy, but then I said, they are kids. Have you not seen that during COVID when they had to do online school? All the teachers saw that the abuse, the trashy homes, and all that through Zoom and school. Going to school physically is their escape from the trauma at home, and the system fails. They put these kids back in these homes, even though they are serious problems, and they make foster life hell for the kids and so forth, yet they want to eliminate abortions to cause more of the issues as costs go up and it's harder, but the states want to be like, tough luck, deal with it. So then people are like, what are you talking about, these handouts? But yeah, we want to sit here and enable more of a systemic prison for people to not elevate higher. That's just great. So back to me. Listen, if you are a mom or a dad and you have kids and you're living off housing, welfare, food stamps, if you're, whether you're really disabled or not disabled, or whether you're the type that, you know, has the house under your name, but you have a baby daddy that comes over and stays there, but puts his address somewhere else and whatever. Like, I don't care what you do. You're doing right now what you got to do to survive. But I'm going to tell you this. Please, as a parent, try your best to be healthy. Try to feed your kids healthy food. You're getting free food stamps. Get those food stamps and buy healthy products to supplement your kids' nutrition and your nutrition so you can get better, so you're not always going to stay sick and always stay under the government, because it's only supposed to meant to be temporary. Okay, there's no need to be buying whole cakes with food stamps. Like, me personally, I believe food stamps should only go towards healthy foods. Anything that's junk should be out of pocket cash. That's just me, because, you know, you're in that because you're disabled and you're sick. The whole point is to help you so you're not sick. And the fact that you're staying home at sick and sitting there, you're enabling that and you're allowing your child to see that. So that's what they think that their life is going to be. And it's not fair. And if they want to go work, 50% of their money comes out because 20% tax and then 30% from housing. It's not fair to the kid. They need to be able to experience what it's like to work and understand what it's like. They need to know that your life is not going to be their life, because they need to be the ones to break the generational curse. But also, you need to be the one to break the generational curse as well. And I'm just letting you know, there's free education, free college for your kids out there. There's free education for you, because if you're on disability or welfare or anything like that, you actually get free education. Whether you go back for a CNA, medical assistant, or whatever the case may be, a translator, whatever you got to do, there's a way for you to get up and actually get studying and actually go find a job making money? Why do you want to sit there and make $700 to $1,000 a month? Like, that's ridiculous. That's not going to get you nowhere. That's not going to make your dreams come true. I'm sure your parents did not raise you because that's what they wanted from you. There are people out there with disabilities that don't take disabilities and they still go out and they work, because the more you move, the better it is for your body. The more you sit at home and don't do shit, your body's going to deteriorate more and you're going to die young. Do you want your kids to not have a parent when they grow up and they get married and they have kids, or whatever life they choose to go, or whatever path they choose to go? Do you not understand that? And then also you need to stop breaking the stigmas and the stereotypes, like, oh, just because he's black, or just because he's Hispanic, or just because he's that he's gonna do this is not. No, you need to be the one to grab your child's hand and actually go to the school. What can I do to get my child to have better grades? What can I do for my kids so that way they can get a good college education? How can I steer my kid in the right direction? But you also need to be doing that for yourself too. Just because you went out and you had kids and you have these kids, it doesn't mean that you have to rely on them. Because, honey, I'm sorry to tell you, there's no man these days that's going to be actually doing the work to get your family situated. You're just going to be sitting there your whole life bored, and most of the time when you're sitting doing that, either you're addicted to your pills, you're addicted to alcohol, you're addicted to some kind of drug or something like that, and then you're too busy trying to chase love while the guys you're chasing are actually chasing after your kids. So, like, you need to stand the fuck up, boss up, own up, actually get your shit together, and start making a life for you and your kids like the way it should be. I get it. It's hard. It's so fucking hard. But I was a statistic and I wasn't going to let myself be a statistic. I broke those statistics. And so could you, and so could your kids, and so could their kids. So, you need financial help on how to plan things? Message me. Just tell me, hey, yo, these are the bills I got. This is the money I got. How am I going to pay it and still save up so I could do this or that? I am certified as a life coach, spiritual coach, health and wellness coach. I do readings. I help break generational curse. I do everything. I'm hairstylist. Like, I have like all these certifications. I'm sure I can get you in a direction that'll get you started. And I don't only make just one plan. I make a few plans so that way you have several curriculums to follow. It's just easy. Just you get the map, you follow it, and that's it. And then eventually in time, you'll be able to break those chains and break that cycle. But you got to be the one to be like, that's it. I'm tired of this life. I got to move on. I got to move forward. I got to do this for me. I got to do this for my kids. I got to, like, yo, don't let them laugh at you. Don't let them laugh at you. The fuck? Be better than them.